This Memorial Day weekend is presented by USAA. And from the Big A, it's the Angels taking on the Toronto Blue Jays, looking to avoid a 4-game sweep. It's a Sunday. Let's make it a fun day. And welcome in
sinker ball type pitchers to make sure you can get that fastball in against a lefty.
There's a ground ball. And that guy, Matt Chapman, is there and throws out Taylor Ward. Got down the line quick, but one away.
Ball.
Drive. Right field. Hit well. Saddle up. That one is gone. 1-0 Halos. The 10th on the season for Showtime.
I think there's a fifth outfielder in the stands there, Patio. That ball's crushed. Shohei Ohtani. Just 109-mile-per-hour exit velocity, gets out quick. It's good to see.
And he did not miss. He was sitting at
curveball. And Shohei Ohtani's hit a lot of non-fastballs hard, but that curveball he drives out. That's all his power. Shake that hand. Well, he felt good on that swing. Lower half. Just stayed compact and how quick he threw that changeup, and he knew it right away. And a tough swing on a changeup.
Trout pops that up, mile high. You see Bichette and Chapman having trouble with it. Oh, they both go down, and Bichette makes the play. Goodness gracious. Is on for Walsh. He's behind 0-2. And Murillo strikes him out. So 3 down, 1-0 Angels, thanks to Showtime, Shohei Ohtani. 10th.
Says I'm my own coach. I know my swing better than anybody.
Backhanded. Velasquez with a high throw that sails into the dugout. And Kirk's going to be ground ball. Hit slowly to the right side. Scooped up. Flipped to first. Not in time. And Biggio beats it out. And runners at the corners with one away.
You know, Rengifo.
Gurriel is the batter. And a smash fair down the third base line. 1 run is in. We're tied. Biggio rounds third. Being waved home. And the ball isn't cut off. It's off of the glove of Rengifo. It continues with a smash down the third base line.
Lots of success. He's been struggling this year with runners in scoring position. Just 156. No time to wait around for anything. Just see the first one you.
Scoring position, he really bears down. Opponents hitting just 1 for 16 now. 1 for 17. Biggio worked an infield hit. And then Gurriel doubled.
Before I passed out or anything, I don't remember anything of that. I just woke up down in the tunnel.
And that ball is driven down the right field line, and that is going to be a leadoff double for Rengifo, and he's thinking 3. He's on his way, slides in head first. He's in there, throw gets away, and he's going to score. So the throw gets away, allows Rengifo to score after the triple. Just like that, we're tied up at 2.
That's how you respond. A good swing, Rengifo. They're so effectively and they'll be able to turn that right down the corner. We've said that throughout the series. That left and right field corner is wide open. Cuts that corner. It's going to force a perfect throw, and then an elevated high throw gets into that netting, allows him to score.
Suzuki, one of the all-time best, and just. We were nervous last night. We're thrilled he's okay. Marsh, that has some carry, going back to the wall and making the catch. It was George Springer in the end. He made it look easy.
Wants and needs. Drake.
Want to win, need to win. Stassi drives that left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Well struck. Come in and tie this game. And a fly ball right field by Velasquez. Bradley Zimmer has it, and we have 2 away here in the second. The arrow was charged, by the way.
So T-Dub squared.
That's right. T-Dub 1 on deck. It's a ground ball, and Biggio is there. Fields it, steps on first. So Luis Rengifo got it done with the triple and with the error. Guess what? Would you have guessed against Cowboy hat? I wouldn't, but ride it, Cowboy.
They've won the first three. Not surprising.
And a wicked hop on Wade at third into left field. That was smoked into left field. It's going to be a base hit. Hit in the air to left field, and moving back is Marsh, reaching up. And out number one.
He looked like he got fooled on that one, too. Good play for out.
And two ribbies. And a ground ball chop. Wade, the third baseman, comes in off balance throw and able to get Bichette at first base. And there's two down as Springer makes his way. The 0-2 hit into right field. Kirk comes through. Springer rounds third. He'll score, and the Blue Jays lead it 3-2. Alejandro Kirk got a two-strike pitch, and he just drills it into right field. Might as well start working on it today.
May as well.
There's ball four. And runners are off it. Moving back-to-back walks. See if the bullpen gets going. Looks like there's some movement maybe down there. The full count pitch. Walked him. Great patience at the plate from Gurriel.
Yeah, he was locked in from the first pitch and that at bat right there. Right over the shortstop's head.
Ground ball right back through the middle. It hits the bag. One run is in. And Biggio will score. Chapman and Biggio score. Tapia, to your point, goes right back through the middle, off of the bag. It's on a Sunday at the Big A.
Again, think small. Don't try and do too much when you're in the hole like that. You've got runners out there. Find the hole, which he does, right off the bag, and that's going to allow another run to score for the Blue Jays. Tapia came up with a big base hit in last night's game. This is a big one right here to get a couple of more runs in. Boy, that's getting some production.
Zimmer, the final out of the third, but not before the Blue Jays come through big in the top of the third. They lead 6-2.
Up, that's it.
Going back inside with a fastball. Good take.
This is Walksome, leadoff walk. That's
unbelievable.
The at-bat we're used to seeing from Ward. The 2-2. Driven center field. Shohei Ohtani staring that one down. Oh my! Forget about that one. Multi-home run game. 6-4. Angels back in it. Sugoi.
Shohei, show me the power. Center field. Blast. Shohei Ohtani. Sugoi crushed it. And just like that, respond right back.
Career multi-home run game. Fastball.
Remember that fastball he just missed? This time, no. Brought his hands in just enough. Very little movement at lower half. And the lift.
How locked in do you have to be, Gooby, to hit the 2 RBI for Showtime? That's driven up the middle, and that's a tough play. And it gets past Chapman, and Walsh digging for second. That's just great hustle. They were kicking it around out there. 4 runs on 5 hits. Runner in scoring position. Rengifo hits it pretty well. What a blow. Gets past Biggio. Rengifo reaches safe. Base hit. Walsh to third. Brandon Marsh at the plate. The 3-2. And that's a nice hit. Oh, but it's stabbed by Espinal. Robbing Marsh of a hit. Well struck. Good defensive play. 2 down. The 3-2. That's a line drive base hit. That's clutch for Stassi. What a play to come over. They're sending Renifo to throw to the plate. He's in there. Tie game.
I love with Phil Nevin. I'm looking right at him all the way. And you see, when you leave your feet in the outfield, you got to make him make a perfect throw. Great base running, great coaching by Phil Nevin. Going down the line, waving him home, making sure he's a perfect throw to the plate. It's up the first base line. Tie, ball game. You say this was a Patrick Division game coming in there in the opening today? This is a hockey game going right now.
Yeah, the score. 2-2. Driven left field. Going back on it is Gurriel Jr. Taylor Ward goes deep. Two-run home run. 8-6 Angels. T. Ward drives it. T. Wade. Oh my, what a game.
Welcome back to right field for Taylor Ward. A walk, and now a two-run home run left center field. Grab that cowboy hat. You deserve it. How big you are to this lineup. He's back. Look at the runs scored. 8 already.
There's been a lot of great plays today, but that might be at the top of the list. So Walsh strikes out. Not before Taylor Ward. Wardo does not miss. And that's his 10th home run. Gives the Halos a 2-run lead. Welcome back, T-Dub.
It's getting out to right.
3-1, and there it goes again. That's a leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Taylor Ward. 3-1 to Ward. Drives that one, hits it well once again. That one's going to get down and to the wall. Another RBI for Taylor Ward. It is 9-6 Angels.
He hits everything hard. He works you in the strike zone, doesn't seem high fastball.
First pitch well inside, and it hits him. Hope he's okay. The 2-2. Little tapper, second base. Espinal to second. Over to first, not in time. So we have 2 outs, runners at first and third. We'll give you a quick word from Kia.
4 hits from Duffy, up 2 walks, 2 runs scored today.
Ground ball to third, Chapman. And the throw a little inside the bag. Tags Renifo on the way by, but
Benji Gill wants to look at something
Benji's
there.
Like
he wants to know if he's off the bag or not. Let's see the throw.
He missed him. He put. Biggio pulled the glove behind his back.
It looked like his foot still was on the bag, though. There was no tag, but it's more to have his foot on the bag.
And then 3 in the 8th. And Bichette into left field, and that's what we're talking about, Tabby.
That's a good start right there. Hanging, breaking ball, and he rips it into left field. He has been looking better and better at the plate.
Off the end of the bat, rolling, staying in foul territory, and diving into first, safe. It's a fair ball, and the Blue Jays got the bases loaded off of the end of the bat, cued down the line. An RBI. The 3-0.
How about that?
Ball 4. How many times does that happen? You come up in a game twice with the bases loaded and you walk. Hit in the air to right field, and coming on, the right fielder Ward can't make the play, and Kirk will score as they go station to station here in the 7th, and the Blue Jays are whittling away at a 3-run lead.
The last
loaded to pair it to the plate. How about that? The 6th time it has happened this season. 3 times here today. 2nd time in the inning. Hernandez works a bases loaded walk. Chapman scores. And
ground ball. This could be 2. It would be huge if it is, and it is! 3 runs come in. But that was getting very touch and go. Tepera gets the double play. We are tied up at 9. Impressive. It was September of last year. It was the other time. That's a ground ball rolled over. Espinal's there, one away here in the bottom of the 7th. He drives that one to center field, going back on it. Springer, he looks at it, it's gone! Max Stassi just gives the Angels a 10-9 lead.
Stassi with that power, entertaining us with a shot. This center field, Maximus. Just like that, the Halos, come on, bounce it back again. Wow. Elevated and brought his hands up. This straight through the baseball. His power is middle, right center, left center. Not a lot of pull, home runs, that kind of power, dead center field. That is a long way out.
Swing and a miss. He struck out. So looking back at well played, nice turn from Wade to Rengifo. Wade's gonna strike out. A 1-run lead. You want entertainment, you got it. Max Stassi setting you up for the long ball. And the Halos take a 10-9 lead. We head to the 8th. And that's just off the end of the bat. He runs well. Rengifo releases, gets him for out number 1 of the 8th.
It's a lot more under control, a lot more confident with the glove. And
the 2-2 hit in the air to deep center field. Trout going back. It is gone! Bye-bye, Bichette with a big blast. And we're tied. 10-10.
Bo home run number 7, and what a clinic on hitting that we have seen from a lot of Blue Jays. Stuff off the plate, get it in the strike zone, and then put a good swing on it. Deep to right center field, and it's not coming back.
You gotta love it. All 7 of Bo's home runs have tied
or
Gahada to the plate, and Kirk gives this one a ride to left field, out of the reach of Marsh, and it'll end up in the bullpen of the Blue Jays, and Kirk hits a double, and the Blue Jays are in business. The 2-2 hit on the ground to Velasquez, and he sidearms it over to first, and there's 2 away, and Kirk, the first and second. Gurriel awaits, and a ground ball. It is fair. Kirk rounds third. Kirk's headed for home. The throw goes into second. Cut off, and the Blue Jays take the lead. Here in the top of the 8th, 11-10. And Gurriel is Sunday in his ballpark.
Yeah, they leave the left-hander in, and that's music to Gurriel's ears as he keeps that ball fair between the first baseman and the bag. Gives the Blue Jays the lead, and what a day.
Gurriel at second, Tapia the batter. Quijada strikes him out, but not before the Jays score 2 here in the top of the 8th. Bo Bichette goes deep. Gurriel with a base hit the other way. He's got 5 ribeyes. He trailed 9-6 at one point to the right side. Espinal there. 1 down. Gave the Angels the lead with a solo home run, and there's a swing and a miss. Another 1-run game. Base hit. So the tying run is aboard. We're 2 away in the bottom of the 9th inning.
What a day for Max Stassi. That's his
Velasquez hitless. Gets underneath this one. Skies it into right center field, and Teoscar is there. And that's going to do it. The Blue Jays sweep the Angels, and they've won a season best 5 consecutive games, and it's time to take flight back to Toronto.
Well, what a game this has been. What a series this has been. We thought yesterday's game was a back and forth affair. That didn't do anything compared to today's game. Blue Jays were up, then it was tied, then they were down, then they were up. I mean, it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.